Welcome back to Explain America. This is your host, Kyle Becker. Is the radical Democratic Party normalizing treason in this country? We have seen a number of Democrats involved with foreign leaders seeming to undermine the Trump administration and its foreign policy objectives. Of course, we've seen the Seditious Six already, and Senator Mark Kelly, well, he is in the crosshairs of a Hegseth investigation at the Department of War. And now we have even more questions about possible criminal violations by a former president of the United States, Barack Hussein Obama. Before we get into this story, please like, share, and comment at Explain America. We appreciate your support for common sense journalism. Now, it was certainly unprecedented when the FBI raided Mar-a-Lago and seized documents belonging to the former president of the United States, Donald Trump. And it was certainly unprecedented when the Democratic Party unleashed a lawfare campaign against him in the middle of an election. Talk about textbook election interference. I mean, everyone from Letitia James in the state of New York to Fani Willis in Georgia, they were participants in a Biden-led scheme to take down Donald Trump before he could potentially lead his campaign to victory once again. And so, joke's on you guys. He actually won once again. He shocked the world, and he's in charge now. And so the Democratic Party doesn't really have much a resolve except for going out and simply defying the president of the United States. They don't have any respect for his office. They are engaging in sabotage in broad daylight. And so Barack Hussein Obama, he met with the Prime Minister, John Carney. That's right, he is the globalist Prime Minister of Canada who seemingly airdropped in from out of nowhere. He has a heavy global banking background, and so it's very interesting that he just sort of materialized after Trudeau left office. And so Carney and Obama met, and this is an exchange. Now, Obama is trying to excuse his meeting with Carney, but others are accusing him of trying to undermine the 47th president as the administration attempts to come to fair trade agreements. Of course, the tariffs have been a major stumbling block in Canadian and U.S. relations, but there is a problem with Obama meeting with Carney, and that is a law on the books that's been there for a long time. In fact, since the 18th century. It is the Logan Act, and it was enacted in 1799. It bars private American citizens, which is what Obama is, from conducting unauthorized negotiations with foreign governments that are involved in disputes with the United States, and specifically when the individual seeks to influence the government's position in the conflict. So only two people in the U.S. history have ever been charged under the Logan Act. Neither prosecution ultimately succeeded. And so Barack Obama, well, he can be as brazen as he wants, it looks like. He can be the Marxist subversive that he has always been. Out in public, he can take the mask off. He can really lead the shadow government from outside the shadows and in broad daylight. And we're seeing an increasingly assertive Barack Obama. He is stepping up because the Democratic Party leadership is in shambles. Gavin Newsom, he is the leader of a failed state. That is California, and it is falling apart. Los Angeles, led by Karen Bass, who is a no-kidding communist, who is a Cuban sympathizer, who may actually have been aiding and abetting the communist regime there. Well, she is also fleeing into the shadows. At the same time, she is refusing to participate in mayoral debates, and many people want Spencer Pratt to step up or other candidates there, but that's up for the people to debate. And so what do you think about Barack Obama engaging in diplomacy at a time when the Trump administration, well, they would prefer he'd stay out of it, and that Trump and his negotiation team handle the issues of trade and tariffs and relations with our northern neighbor? Weigh in with your thoughts about this story. We always appreciate hearing from you at Explain America.